Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another live haul, because that's how I do things now. Um, I have some of my new issues that I picked up this week. Not very many, but most of it, like, this is all the back issues I picked up uh, mostly today. Some of them aren't very far back issues, but they're still back issues, so I'm counting it. Here we go. First, for the new issues from this week. New issues this week. Killer Be Killed, issue 17. I love this title. It's fantastic. If you're not reading it, you should. And then Grass Kings. Ugh. Grass Kings, this is issue 12. I love this cover. It's super awesome. So that's it for new issues from this week. I've cut down a whole lot on my pull. Like, I cut Archie this last week, which was something I didn't think I would do, but it's moving real slow for me, and I'm just not digging it. I'm digging back issues right now. Hey Scott, thanks for joining. Grade A Comics. If you guys watching later on have not checked out Scott's channel, his back log of videos is fantastic. He's one of my best friends over in Europe, and love you, brother. Okay, starting with back issues. Greco Fabulous. Hey, buddy, how's it going? No toys. I'm sorry. Maybe next time? Most likely not. Start off the baggage. I had this ordered from my shop. Hadrian's Wall, issue 5. I have all the rest of them. Now I can finish off reading it. Hopefully it's good. Then, like I said, I went to Second and Charles today with my buddy Nate. The Dark Nate. Hey, Scott from Canada. Love you, brother. How are you doing? Anyway, Nate, the Dark Nate. Bingo Bango 4080 on Twitter. I don't remember. Really good friend of mine, lives like 15 minutes away. We went to Second and Charles today and picked up a bunch of stuff. I actually made 2 trips to Second and Charles today because there was some stuff I left there that, like, I really regretted. After we got home and started going through all our stuff, I was like, fuck, I really need to go back and get some stuff. So I went back and got some stuff. And this is 2 trips worth. And I'm rambling. So first, we're going to start off with Cry Havoc, issue 3. I already have issue 3, but this is the variant cover. This one done by Cy Gain. Cool thing about the variant covers for Cry Havoc, it's a different artist for each one. So Cy Gain did 3. We have Declan Shelvey doing issue 4, which I didn't have previously, so that's awesome. And then we have Cliff Chang doing issue 5 there. So, got all those. I can finally finish reading the book. Yeah, excited about that. Next, we have one single issue of Batman The Long Halloween. This is issue 10. I think I'm down to needing 4 issues to complete this in singles. It's just awesome. I paid more than I wanted to for this one, but, you know, whatever. Most of it that I picked up today was all trade-in. Really, like, $6 came out of pocket. So this whole stack cost me some single issues I didn't want anymore, a couple trades I didn't need, and a couple records I didn't want anymore. So good trade, in my opinion. Next, another copy of X-Men Legacy #1. Love this series. I have triple dipped on this series, so I have it in singles, in trade paperbacks, and the hardcover omnibus. It's fantastic storytelling with insane art, with amazing character. So super stoked about that. Single Batman issue. This is issue 289. I just thought it was awesome. It looked awesome. Mike Grell cover there. Pretty stoked on it. Because, you know, Batman's good. Then another series that I said I was going to focus on this year, which I really haven't much. But saw this sitting there, and the deal at Second and Charles for this week was buy 2, get 1 free. So I had a bunch of stuff and needed an extra one to get free, basically. But it's Uncanny X-Men 174. Super cool cover. Don't know anything about it, but it looks awesome. Uncanny X-Men before 200. So, and it's in really good shape, actually. Looks cool. Next, these next ones I picked up. For those of you who don't know, Motor City Comic Con is coming up in May, and they just started announcing the guests. And I'm really, really stoked on a bunch of them. So I'm getting stuff prepped, which I'll end up doing a whole video of later on as it gets closer. But this one creator, 174 is a key. First Madeline. Oh, sweet. So I got it for free. Key. I'm killing it. Call me Johnny DaCosta Jr. Anyway, this creator just got announced, and I'm super stoked about it. Coming this year to Motor City Comic Con, we have Ben Templesmith. So I picked up a second copy of Gotham by Midnight, issue 1, and I'm going to have him sign. Also, issue 1 of The Squitter. And then issue 2 of 10 Grand. I love this cover. I thought I had picked up it's issue 1. It's an actual issue 1. I did pick it up. But Ben Templesmith didn't do this cover. He did the interiors, which is fine, but he didn't do this cover. So I picked up another one, and he didn't do this cover either. So I'll just hold on to these. But this one, I looked it up on my comic shop, and all they have of this cover, which is the Phantom variant, it's going for like $35. So I don't know what that's all about, but cool. I can resell it and get some extra cash. But I'm gonna look around and see if I can find a Ben Templesmith cover of issue 1 to take with me to get signed. If not, I'll just take that issue 2 and get that signed because I love that cover anyway. Next, a couple of this first one's a double, but it's a key issue and I love it. And if I ever see anybody, I can just get this signed by them who worked on it. But this is Life with Archie, issue 36. This is the death of Archie. So pick that up. Super good issue. If you haven't read it, try it. If you see it, it's good. Sad. I think it brings a tear to my eye every time I read it. So, whatever. But in addition to that, if you didn't know, issue 37 of Life with Archie is kind of like a remembrance issue, and they had a whole bunch of variants done by different artists. I currently had, or previously had, 2 of those, and now I found 2 more. So this first one right here is a Walt Simonson variant, and then this one right here is the Alex Ross variant. I love it. Nate said it looks creepy. But I'm happy to have it. Super stoked. Love Alex Ross's work. Just super cool. And now I have 4 copies of this same issue. I think there's like 2 more that I don't have. 2 or 3 that I'll eventually start hunting down, I guess. I didn't intend to when it first came out. But now that I have, most of them, I should just find the rest, huh? Next is a series I don't think I ever planned on collecting in singles. I kind of wanted to, but I just never saw a big chunk of them to actually dig deep into. And while we were there, found a whole bunch of them, almost the entire run. They're missing 1 issue from it. I didn't have the enough credit or cash on me, or store credit and cash on me to pick up the whole run, but I got a good healthy chunk of it. And that series is Sweet Tooth. So this is Sweet Tooth number 1. Nate was actually looking at picking this up, but when we looked at it, we see the cover right there. It says number 1, but it also says $1. Now I thought we talked about it. I thought it was like a Dollar Essentials reprint type thing, but I looked it up, and it's not. The first issue actually came out $1. So this is a first printing. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but on the barcode there, it's a first printing of the first issue of Sweet Tooth that I picked up for $1. So start with 1, 2, 3. I love this cover. I mean, it's evil as shit, but I love it. 4. I've actually read this in trade, Scott. I see you commenting. I love Sweet Tooth. I read it all in trade. It's a fantastic story. It's Jeff Lemire. You know what I mean? Jeff Lemire does the story and the art. There we go. That's issue 5. Sorry. 6, 7, 8. If you haven't read Sweet Tooth, please go out and check it out. This is 9. I think there's 6 trades. Brian Spacewood, what's up? 10. We're looking at Sweet Tooth that I picked up. 11. Scott, you really should read this. It's really fantastic. I love it. 13. And then I picked up 40, just to have the juxtaposition of 1 and 40. It's fantastic. Really, I could have picked the entire thing up. The only issue they didn't have was issue 18. So, like I said, they were doing buy 2, get 1 free. I could have picked up 1 through 40 minus issue 18 for $1 a piece, minus the third of 1, 2, pull the third one for free. So whatever that works out to be, I could have picked it up for that much. It would have been around, what, $30, something like that. I just didn't have the store credit. That was actually what I went back and picked up the second time I went to Second Charles today. That and some of the 10 grand issues and the Cry Havoc issues. So yeah, got that. Next, another artist who's going to be at Motor City Comic Con this year that I'm, again, super stoked about and prepped for now, is Rob Guillory, who did art for Chew. And I went to a store called Comics Corner earlier this week, because they usually have some recent back issues that you can pick up for cover price. Picked up 2 there. You'll see them in here. But then I went to Second and Charles, and they had a bunch of dollar issues of Chew, so couldn't pass it up. I'll end up getting like 3 of these signed by Rob. I have a pretty good idea of which ones I'm going to get signed, but here we go. This is the Secret Agent Poyo issue, special issue. Then we have issue 3. They didn't have 1 or 2, which I didn't really expect them to have, but I was super surprised that they had 3. 4. 5. This is one of the ones I plan on getting signed. 6. Scott, you really should read Chew. It's fantastic. I, again, have it in trade. Read it all in trade, and apparently now I'm collecting the singles. So, 7. 8. It's a super wacky story. If you're in the mood for some like light, fun reading, Chew is definitely a good one. There's 9. So 3 through 9. Issue 23. This cover is fantastic, but I don't think I'm going to get this one signed. And then I have 47. I picked this up at Comics Corner. I plan on getting this signed. And then 57, also picked up at Comics Corner, and I plan on getting this signed. I have a guy that I'm meeting at a con next weekend. There's a con that Nate and I are going to called Great Lakes Comic Con. It's actually going to be the first Comic Con I take Lucas to. and we're gonna go there. And there's a guy I know who does the comic book frames. So if you see my wall, you'll see that I have frames that are specifically for comic books. He makes them, and I meet up with him, and he sells them to me. He actually has one that's a triple frame, so it's going to be 3 comic books in one frame. So I'm going to start getting like 3 books signed from each artist that I go see, just in case I want to switch it up. I'm planning on getting Green Lantern 48, 49, and 50 signed by Daryl Banks at this Great Lakes Con next weekend. So I'll put those in the triple frame and hang those up. I'll show you guys when I actually get it. So, speaking of Green Lantern, I can't go anywhere without picking up some Green Lantern back issues. So, here we go. We have Volume 2. This is issue 221. Volume 2 ended at 224. So I have 221, 222, and 223. I'll be looking to... I'm looking to complete everything Green Lantern I can find. So that's just basically the beginning of the end of Volume 2. And then I picked up some Volume 3 stuff. So we have issue 8 here. 14. 17. This is such a... I love this cover. This is John Stewart throwing away his Green Lantern ring with a nice super pink background there. I love it. It looks fantastic. Then we have 29, also a fantastic cover. Oh, Scott, you really don't have to send me all your Green Lantern stuff, but that would be very nice. Thank you. Then we have Green Lantern 30. This is a 4-part series that mixes with the Flash. What's it called? Guerrilla Warfare. So that's part 1. And then it crosses over with the Flash. I found this, picked it up. This is Flash issue 60, but part 2. And then Green Lantern issue 31. Sorry, this one doesn't have any backboards on it, so just holding it kind of weird. And then Flash issue 70 is to end the Guerrilla Warfare storyline. So super stoked I was able to find that. I was excited to find the Green Lantern issues, and then I realized they crossed over with the Flash, and then I went right over to the Flash part of the bins and pulled those 2 right out, and it was awesome. So I kept telling Lucas, I'm killing it today. It was a big thing. It was fun. I don't know. It was funny to me. Green Lantern issue 37. 53. And then I found these, which Nate told me I need to read before I start reading the Jeff Johns run of Green Lantern, and that's Green Lantern Rebirth. This is issue 3, so I need to find 1 and 2, but this is issue 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I just have to find 1 and 2, and then I'll have the whole story there, and then I can finally read that. And then like I said, picked up some of the Jeff Johns run here. I already have issue 1, so we have issue 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. They had some more issues there, but I was lost most of the time just pulling. They had almost 2 full long boxes of Green Lantern stuff that I had to sift through and sort and pick out what I was going to actually take. So I'm super happy with this pull. This haul is just enormous, really. And then to only spend $6 out of pocket, you can't beat it, you know. So that's it. Thank you guys for joining me, the whole bunch of you. Corey, I saw you there. Thank you for joining me. That's it. That's the haul. Like I said, I'm super stoked with it. Super glad I could hang out with Nate. It's always cool hanging out with him. And then super excited to go to Great Lakes Con next week. Like I said, it's going to be Lucas's first Comic-Con, so I'm kind of nervous about it. But it's going to be cool. There's a voiceover actor there that Lucas likes some of his work, so Lucas is super excited to meet him. He does the voice for Grandpa Max in Ben 10, so he's excited to meet him. I'm excited to meet Daryl Banks. Jim Steranko is going to be there too. I don't have any books for Steranko to sign, but I'm hoping that he is selling some prints there. And if he is, I'll grab something there and have him sign it, because he's just a legend. It's just his shit is so expensive that I can't afford it. So hopefully print prices are pretty cheap, and he'll just sign it and be super cool, and we'll have a good time. Most likely have a video up after that, and yeah, you can see what I come away with. I don't plan on taking a whole bunch of money, but I'll end up buying some stuff, I'm sure. So again, thanks guys for watching, for joining me here. It's always so much cooler when I see you guys comments pop up in the chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time out and just watching me show off some fucking books. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.